You were born blessed and a blessing. You knew it once as a child, but slowly life experiences that didn't reinforce what your inner knowing was telling you took the lead. You get triggered, or you notice repeating stories. When you're doing that, you're looking through the lens of inadequacy or fear, lack, instability. You're living your life from the space it's gonna hurt because it's not in alignment with your true self. You're more than enough to live the life that makes your heart smile. You just didn't stumble onto this video. You're here because your heart and your soul are ready to step into the blessing of you and of your life. You are so loved and loving and lovable. You might have some stories that are replaying in your head that don't make you feel good. But you also have that quiet voice that says, that's not true. Those stories aren't true. The reason the stories, they don't feel good is because they're not true. What is true about you? It lights you up. Let's get to your truth. What triggers you? What gets you upset? What pushes your buttons? We all have those buttons that get pushed and we react. Think of something that triggers you. Really think of something. Play along with me so that you can move into a consistent space of feeling blessed. What thoughts arise when you get triggered by something? How do you act when this thing triggers you? How do you even feel right now when you're just thinking about this trigger? Where do you feel this in your body? Maybe in your shoulders there's a tightness, or you feel something in your gut. What do these feelings and thoughts bring up for you? A lot of times they bring up judgment or some more stories or blame. What's under these reactions? Is it lack, fear, self-doubt? Maybe you didn't feel safe, or you start to feel unsure. Think back to the first time you remember feeling this way. Let your mind go back to your youth. Your mind is taking you back to a significant memory of when this belief, maybe it was lack, there wasn't enough, or a feeling of being unsafe. Your mind's taking you back to when this belief was created. What was happening? What did you see or hear? What did somebody say to you? See yourself in this place where this belief was created. The younger version of you heard something, experienced something, or was told something that you interpreted and created a belief about. You created a belief from your younger perspective based on your child knowledge and your child experiences. You were doing the best with what you knew. It made sense that you would interpret the feelings or this situation in that way. With this belief, you approach life from this perspective around the story. When you went into your life experience from this perspective, it created the same outcomes because what we believe, we get to live. And thus the belief was reinforced of lack, of not enoughness. If we go into a situation expecting lack or whatever your belief is, if we believe there's not enough, acting like there's not enough, then that's what we get to experience. There's not enough. You were doing your best when you were a child, trying to make sense of your situation, but now you're an adult. Things have changed. You're not that child anymore. You've learned a lot. You're successful in so many areas of your life. You can let that belief go because you're not a child. I'm going to stick with this lack example. So you're not a kid who relies on somebody else to take care of you. You can take care of yourself now. You can provide for yourself. Let's say maybe it was self-worth. You can love and uplift yourself. You don't need a parent or a teacher to praise you. You are now an adult. And you don't need a spouse or a boss to praise you so that you can feel confident and good about yourself. You can praise yourself, uplift yourself. You can focus on the parts of you that are amazing. You've dragged some of your beliefs along with you on your journey, but now let's delete those. Let's eliminate those thoughts that are negative and limiting and just not true. You can now focus on positive, true thoughts that uplift your life, that you want to experience. Take that belief that you thought of that was limiting and tell it you're no longer needed. Go ahead, say it. Belief, you are not needed. You don't bless me or uplift me. You're out. Let's recode your brain for a new pattern of thought. A belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. Let's think the thoughts you want to experience. You're going to code in beliefs that light up your body, your mind, and your spirit. The truth of you as confident, more than enough, joyful, safe, and free to create the life you want to live. You expect blessings. You have gifts and talents to share with the world. Every client I have ever worked with understands that our words are very powerful, but we sometimes don't pay attention to the words that are coming out of our mouth. We create stories that we repeat that aren't even relevant anymore, but we keep repeating them out of habit and pattern. The next time you catch yourself repeating a negative story, press pause and question that story. Is it true? Is it something you want to live? I'll put a link in the description below to a video that's all about recognizing those irrelevant and limiting stories and waking up out of the trance of the stories to the truth of who you are. It's called How Changing Your Story Can Change Your Life. One of the things that I share in the story is that I kept repeating the story. It wasn't true. It wasn't true anymore, but I kept repeating a version of it, and I got to suffer the consequences of my story. I had to live the story I was telling. This video is really good, but stay with me right now so you can unravel your trigger and get to a state of blessing. So you already understand that your mind is the way to transformation. Your mind guides your words. You can retrain your thoughts and your words to move towards success, towards love, safety, and harmony. You do this by only allowing the thoughts that you want to experience to take hold in your mind. Now that you've uncovered how your belief began, the next thing that you get to do is pay attention. And when you get triggered, you're going to notice the triggers are not as triggering, or at least you will now recognize, oh, I just got triggered. Okay, I've already recognized my patterns of thought and actions, and I know they're just an ineffective way to deal with this situation. I'm not a kid anymore. I can take control of my thoughts. And so you understand everything that has ever held you back was nothing more than a belief that you followed and you kept repeating. And the old outdating wiring in your brain, it just held you back. Your beliefs are yours to change. And thank goodness you now have new information about that trigger. You know, it was formed from the perspective of an innocent, precious child, but you are no longer that child. You've changed your thought around this, and now your habits of thought, they're changing. Give yourself what you need. Replace the beliefs that those triggers represent with your new truth. You can take care of yourself. You're brilliant and confident. You're loved and you're loving. You're more than enough to create the new thought pattern that supports your desires, what you want to live. These supportive thoughts, they feel connected to who you are and who you are at your core. This is why they feel so good. You're connecting to you. This is who you were when you came into the world. You expected to be cared for and to feel good. You knew your wholeness because before all those negative beliefs came into your experience, you were connected with your joy. Praise yourself. It's the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself. What do you need to hear? What would make you feel good right now? What could somebody say to you that would connect and light you up? What thoughts connect with your inner light? Praise yourself daily. There's nothing that will take you to the next level of a wonderful, fulfilling life more than you loving yourself and praising yourself and just celebrating yourself. As you feel into the praise for yourself, really feel something wonderful about yourself. As you consistently have these blessed thoughts as your go-to thoughts, your self-esteem is going to soar, and your belief and love for yourself, it's going to amplify. Then your thoughts and your actions align with your deepest desires. All then is just working in harmony and flowing. Your mind wires itself to move toward and support these desires. You understand that every word you say and every thought you think is a blueprint that your mind and body follow. Your thoughts and words command your mind to turn these thoughts into your reality. You'll continue to do a wonderful job of wiring your blueprint for blessings, for abundance, for whatever you want, for nourishing every aspect of your life. You think blessings now. You speak blessings. You're aware. You make these choices. You act knowing you're blessed and you're a blessing. You can have a blessed and an abundant, loving mindset forever. Anything that does not match these thoughts is going to fall away because you notice it. You recognize it doesn't align and you don't believe it. You direct your mind from a knowing of wholeness, of love, of positive blessings. Think about all your blessings. Feel the love that surrounds you and that's in you. You are blessed and you're a blessing. Let's live that life. Now you get to fully live your new beliefs. You're in control of creating and allowing this expansive you to bless your life and the world. This mindset creates the drive, it creates discipline, it brings inspiration and excitement to allow and create the life that just lights you up. You're more than enough, and it's all available to you. You'll continue to believe, and you're going to think and say and take action that uplifts and creates a strong pattern of blessings and expansion in your life. This is who you are for the rest of your blessed life. These words will stay with you because they're your truth. Allow this feeling to be felt in every part of your body. Breathe in this feeling and allow yourself to feel it. Feel it in your heart. Feel and celebrate the blessing of you. Feel the joy that is you. In fact, go watch my video on joy. Joy is your natural state. Don't believe me? Or you just want some more joy in your life? Go watch the joy video. I'll see you in the joy video.